Um, Thank you, everybody. If we can start, first item is public participation. There's no members of the public, as far as I could see.
No, there's also no members of the public present online either.
Apologies for absence. I think we're all...
We've had apologies from councillors Anderton, McKinney, Kerr and Brindley.
Disclosure of councillors' interest in any matters in relation to the Code of Conduct. Councillors Owen and Owen.
Let me speak for you. All right. Yes, Mr. Chair. There's an item on the application to do with an extension in Edward Street. There's no financial interest, there's no personal interest because we're just on nodding terms, but I feel it's necessary just to let you know that we live 2 doors down. But I said there's no interest there, so we, on advice, we can speak and vote as necessary.
Thank you. Well, excuse me. I am going to declare that the fact that I am the Shropshire Council Cabinet Member for planning, but it's planning policy, not planning applications, so I don't have a day-to-day role in planning. And, okay, Councillor Owen.
I didn't think about that. My apologies. I'm also the Vice Chair of Northern Planning on the County Council as well.
Councillor Radford.
I am on the Northern Area Planning Committee and I will ensure that my decisions today are not reflected when I go to Shropshire Council. They're probably neater than that, but that's...
Yeah, there is a turn of phrase for making sure your views are provisional and you're going to reserve the right to... Yeah. Okay. Nothing else? Okay. Planning applications. Too many things open. 9 Victoria Road. Has anybody got any comments or observations on that one? Councillor Moore.
Just going to move. No observation, please, Chair.
I'm happy to second that there's nothing. Just to mention, the wall does seem to be old. It's a matter of making sure that it isn't listed of anything. I couldn't find anything myself, but it does look of something that, knowing the area, it could be protected.
I believe the wall has already been knocked down. It is just the trees. There are stumps along the pavement. I walked past it the other day.
I don't believe it's in the conservation area, and that would be one of the main things. Anybody else got anything to add? Jonathan?
Even though there is a belief that it's not in the conservation area, could we seek the usual advice of a tree officer where necessary as well? Or any kind of, basically to check to confirm that it is definitely the yes or no to it being in the conservation area?
It's quite a bit up the road, isn't it? From looking at the Shropshire Council's map. If you look on their website at the GIS maps, you can tick the box to see where the conservation area is, and as far as I've seen, it's quite a bit up the road.
Okay, thank you.
Even if it was outside but adjacent, it would still have an impact on the conservation area, so it'd still be relevant, but this is a fair distance away. Councillor Wilson.
Just to comment that I think anything that keeps cars off that road should be sort of celebrated, really, because it's quite dangerous down there. And if they're willing to spend the money and put the parking in, I think it's the best thing.
Okay, if we go to a vote then, it's going to take those in favour of the proposition. And any against? No, thank you. 24 Edward Street next. Has anybody got any comments or observations on this one? Councillor Upton?
Move no observation.
Seconded, Chair.
Thank you. If there's no other comments for anybody, then everybody in favour of that? Anybody against? Thanks. Western Lane next. Has anybody got anything they want to say about this particular one? Councillor Owen.
Just trying not to break my laptop. I think it's actually quite a good development. It uses the land well to add 2 more houses. We do know that we're looking at increasing it. It gives it parking and ample space. I would just go adding more cars onto Western Lane could be an issue, but I don't think there was any traffic report done as part of the application.
The only thing, well, because you've had relatively new development behind it, so it's not going to be out of place or anything. The only thing I wondered was the tree, the ash tree, I think it is, next to where the entrance is coming out, whether that root protection area is big enough to, because of the change in level from the site to the road, but otherwise I can't see a particular issue from my point of view. But sorry.
It's just to reiterate what Councillor James Owen said about the Western Lane is actually quite narrow. However, not only is there a new development right by there, there's one further down as well. And I think 2 extra houses won't make that much difference, but it is narrow. So at some point, someone's going to have a look at that lane to make sure it can handle the traffic that might well come from the future.
Are you going to, is that a suggestion for a soft nudge in the thing or not?
No, it's not. I was just making an observation myself, that's all.
Okay. Does anybody want to propose Councillor Moore?
Yeah, I'll propose that we accept the application and move forward with no observations. Thank you, Chair.
Seconded.